Tonight, we are celebrating excellence in Maryland, Virginia, and Washington, D.C.
There are very few sure things and no-brainers in both our business and this Emmys gala tonight, but tonight's Board of Governors honoree, Tanya, is just that.
Denise Koch is a California native, but a Baltimorean by choice. She is Baltimore. Denise has been a constant, reliable, and most importantly, relatable force in local television for 42 years, making her the longest tenured anchor in the Baltimore market.
That's a big deal because everyone in this room knows how much news happens in our region, and Denise Koch has been at the wheel or at the desk or field anchoring for so much of it.
Debates and elections.
States of the Union.
Hurricanes.
Medical breakthroughs.
Mayflower vans.
Papal visits.
Super Bowls.
Multiple. And pretty much any story involving a horse.
Denise has never taken herself too seriously. When she worked the late shift, she was just one of the team. Every night, she would go out of her office and into the newsroom, pin her hair up with a pencil, and help the producers write the shows, often asking, "What are we having for dinner?"
Asking the important questions. Now, as a competitor, I came to know Denise as a master storyteller capable of covering any subject matter, any subject. As a colleague, I grew to look to Denise, as we all do, as a leader whose connection to the community is true, whose work ethic is unmatched, and whose heart is pure.
Leading with her heart, compassion, and her love for the people of Baltimore, Denise has introduced us to the people who make Charm City sparkle, sharing their stories in such a compelling way, often showing us how similar we all are.
And while her background, Tanya, is in theater, and she is a leading lady, there is no act with Denise. What you see is exactly what you get.
And we've gotten a legend in broadcasting and in Baltimore, with the unique ability to bring us all together and make us care about ourselves, about our neighbors, and about our city. And Denise has the incredible ability to just leave her mark wherever she goes. And she's left her mark forever on this industry, on WJZ, and on our city. It is our honor to pay tribute to our friend and our colleague, Miss Denise Koch.
The California kid with a theater background had only planned on staying in Baltimore a few months. More than 4 decades later, Denise Koch is Baltimore.
Denise brought her own California sunshine to Baltimore.
She lives and she breathes Baltimore.
Denise totally gets Baltimore and makes local look big time and Smaltimore seem national.
Denise is us.
Yeah.
She's daring. That was her first segment on WJZ.
Hi, I'm Denise.
Daring Denise tried everything.
We each only have one oar.
Daring Denise, sports kinds of stuff. I've been scuba diving with Denise. I've been hand gliding with Denise.
By land or by sea. We could all see
women, children, men.
The start of something special.
Called a fairy tale.
Denise quickly became the lifestyle reporter. On set with mentor Jerry Turner. Over the years, she would share her life.
You have both now.
With us.
This is the first time I've tried to balance both of them.
Her pregnancy journey highlighted with a live report from the hospital with her twin girls.
She raised her kids here. She stayed here.
Denise knows us, and we know Denise.
She let us in. We've trusted her.
Denise Koch.
Anchoring with Al Sanders, she'd say, was her golden chapter on the anchor desk.
Get to know with Denise Koch.
She stayed. Her curiosity was ours.
News with Denise Koch.
She's helped us overcome fears when we were going through troubled times, like the sniper.
They are actually pursuing a specific vehicle.
Denise defines anchor in every sense.
A new baseball stadium for Baltimore.
Through 4 decades on the desk.
Why don't I have power and how could this have happened?
Asking our questions, getting us answers.
It took months.
She's held our hands and our attention.
What sort of things would you have missed?
Through it all, she's never stopped field reporting.
Well, Jerry, you must know what this is, right?
She was the first reporter in Baltimore to use a live truck, was probably the first to dance using it too.
She's an institution, and I don't mean mental.
And the dance moves have never stopped. For decades, Denise has danced. She says you shouldn't take yourself too seriously in this business. We, seriously, have enjoyed the moves. We're lucky she stayed. There have been times, of course, we've relied on Denise in serious times.
Look to the sky tonight, because it will be shining brightly.
She has felt our pain, our sorrow, and yes, our joy. And we've felt all of hers too.
No, I've never seen anything like this.
We've shared it all with Denise. And she's been many people's voice
You believe he killed her?
when they felt they didn't have one.
Sometimes you have to travel far away to learn about your next-door neighbor.
Denise was our passport to the world. Trips to Africa, China, Jamaica.
I have been to a number of parties in my time.
Denise's impact on television news is obvious.
She raised the bar for everyone.
Look at Denise and her husband, Jack.
Her impact in the community is unparalleled.
Denise Koch was the honorary chairperson at tonight's Crystal Ball for Cancer.
She has lent her time and skills to countless causes, still serving many charities.
You are kind, you are loving, you are loyal, and you are a star in our community.
The final chapter of a 5-day hostage situation.
Denise has shepherded us through some of our most challenging times,
There are people in these homes.
making sense of our cities and our country's biggest stories.
The fact that it's gone is almost impossible to take in.
For 42 years,
Hello, everybody. I'm Denise Koch.
she has been our eyes. She's been our ears.
And I'm Denise Koch.
She's been, simply put, our heart.
When you genuinely care about the people in your community, people can tell.
It's the way she'd made the community that she served feel, and viewers have not and will never forget that.
It's news you can trust, given with substance, with style, and with a smile.
We're all glad Denise Koch stayed.
Thank you. Thank you. As you see, I have the very best co-workers who are also friends that anyone could possibly wish for in this business. And what is most meaningful to me about this honor is learning it is the people I have worked with in the trenches, so to speak, who know me and with whom I have shared long, stressful, pressured days, that it's they who considered me for this nomination, that fills my heart with gratitude. I am so grateful, so thankful for having worked with dozens and dozens of veteran and novice, dedicated, innovative, creative journalists over the past 4 decades. It is one of the great fortunes of my life. I am grateful for each and every one of them, starting with the late, great Jerry Turner, who taught me everything I know about trusting myself and being honest in front of the camera. I am thankful for my dearest friend and co-anchor, Al Sanders, whose standards lifted the bar so high you had no choice but to meet him there. I am thankful for all the young reporters who have walked through our newsroom, sharing their talents and their insights, many before then heading on to great, great accomplishment. I learned from each and every one of you, and I treasure our time together, knocking about in the newsroom and making some tough decisions. I am thankful for a job that I took on a whim. I never planned on staying more than a year. That job turned into a lifelong career that I never anticipated. And I am thankful for the chance to be a local reporter and a local anchor on a local station that remains an integral part of our community. Coming into people's homes night after night and year after year, visiting their churches and their schools and their neighborhoods and their charities and their clubs, being invited into their kitchens to watch them make the sausage, into their living rooms where they often expose some of the most difficult or intimate events of their lives. It is really a part of the industry that is reserved for us, for local journalists. We work to earn the trust through hours and hours of shared experience, shared humanity. My life has been so enriched by the thousands of people I have met through this work as I did my best to tell their stories. Because I believe that we are, after all, storytellers. The technology changes, it evolves, but the medium is not the message. People are. How they live, where they live, why they live. It is a responsibility, and it is also a gift. I am thankful for a husband, Jack, and 2 daughters, Meg and Jo, who understood why I missed dinner most of their childhood. Sorry. Why I had to rush in on a Saturday if a water taxi upended or if a riot was brewing. It is not easy, some of you know, having a wife or a mom who works nights and sometimes weekends, and I will never be able to fully thank them for their patience and for their support and for their love all these years. I am thankful for a changing attitude towards women in this business. That has allowed me to push the age envelope and to show there is no shelf life for experience, knowledge, and trust. And finally, I am thankful for this industry that it still strives to be honest, objective, and yet compassionate. There are numbers, there are studies, there are facts, and then there are people, and we are there for them. We exist to inform, to educate, to serve, and sometimes to entertain. As you saw in the little film, from time to time, my personal life has been shared in a very public way, through death and even through birth. But I always felt that as we are all in this life together, there is a comfort in turning more than one face to the camera. I hope through my efforts I have served our region well. If this honor means, and what my great friend said, that I have, then I am very, very pleased. Because in the end, I am most thankful really for the work. Just the doing of it for almost a lifetime really would have been enough. But if it means that someone noticed this award, then for that, I am extremely grateful. Thank you. This way.